At your Design 2084 store. Ask for them by number. Design 2084.
Alan, I think I'm going to change their hair.
Oh, really? They look just fine to me. You know, you're really beginning to care about them.
Well, I want to care about it, Alan. It's going to be you soon. I wish they had feelings.
Sure, Tina. So do I. Tina, you remember when we were their age? You looked just like this. No wrinkles, a perfect nose, perfectly smooth muscles.
Yeah, I get the picture, and now look at me, right? The truth is, we never did look that good. At least not as far as I can remember. Come on, now, let's not start trying to remember again.
I'll get the controls. Would you take the clones into the bedroom and turn them off?
Hi.
Hi, Neil.
You rang at a good time.
It's good to see you, too.
Hey, how's your roommate?
Oh, Glenn's in there with a Model 8. Variety. You two will learn. I've never seen two people stick together like you two. Strange. I mean, after all, this is forever. At least for some.
Oh, come on.
I thought I'd come over. I'd like to come over for a while.
It's not
You know
for
we
you to
don't.
ask.
No. My Model 12 is quite sufficient for that. I might even keep it until its expiration date. It's that sometimes I have to get away from my work files, and my roommate for that matter, and we'll be with friends. Please?
Well, you are only a few seconds away.
And it's not really a visit. We'll call it business.
Come on in.
Sit down.
You shouldn't have. I was planning a treat.
Name it.
Give me a 2-8.
Starting slowly. The same, double. Oh, your show is on now. Tina and I always try to catch some of it.
You really don't have to. I see enough of it.
The two types of clones, the conduit and the service clones, require roughly the same maintenance. A regular exercise campaign will ensure the optimum fitness of the conduit for mind implantation when the time comes for us to undergo the transfer process. In the case of the service clone, proper exercise will guarantee its fitness for general services.
Now, how do you know that the clones are getting the right amount of exercise?
These stressing routines are precisely pre-calibrated for each clone's maximum efficiency, but no negative effects have been observed from a 10% overextension. In fact, this helps turn up those occasional production flaws that could prove quite annoying if they occur later, especially if you happen to be the person who becomes that conduit clone.
Well, enough of that. You don't have to watch it just to be polite. And besides, someday you'll be the commissioner of the FCC, and your face will grace everyone's living room. And you'll get quite enough of that, believe me.
Maybe I should get us something a little stronger.
Try these.
Okay. My specialty, a 3836, 2, 7, 5.
Now hold it. That's my specialty. Good stuff. Amazing.
Great.
Well, that felt terrific. Thanks.
My pleasure. Another round?
No, thanks.
Tell me, Neil. I've been meaning to ask you. You're the oldest person I know, and I'm...
Well, thanks.
Sorry. Didn't mean it badly. Just wondering how far into the past you can remember.
Oh, things get fuzzy before about the time I was 30.
About when we were 25.
Yes.
Don't you ever wonder what happened much earlier?
If you only knew.
Then you do remember things.
Well, no, but I do have access to a lot more files than you do.
Neil.
These files have become my life. I find myself watching every file, risking more and more of what I have, maybe had. And I can't talk about it to Glenn. Frankly, he might even turn me in. What? For mind disease. Anything. You know how it is.
Neil.
Cheers. This was shot over 100 years ago. I'm not sure, but I think those first devices took off from the surface of the Earth. This was once compiled to show the mistakes that man made in reaching too far, too fast. The Earth's surface was totally destroyed. Some people found refuge underground where we are now buried. Life returned to the surface after many years, but man did not. And this is the outside. The vast spaces people once inhabited and hopefully will again.
Neil, I know you're in there. Switch on the two-way communication so that I can see you. Thank you. I think it is quite inappropriate for you to show level 1 materials in an unauthorized household. As you must be quite aware, you, the Commissioner of the FCC, and only you, have been given the privilege of viewing these materials. I cannot overemphasize to you the importance of working within authorized limits. Don't you agree, Neil?
Yes, sir, I simply didn't see any reason why such old material should still be restricted.
Neil, do you presume to have a fuller understanding of these matters than I? I have personally given a level 1 restriction to these materials for reasons well beyond the legitimate scope of your concern.
I have no idea how he knew. It was selfish of me to show you this. You must understand, it's a horrible weight to never be able to talk about this. I keep recording this thing, wiping it, recording it again. I'm sorry. Look at it only if we lose contact with each other. I'm really sorry.
It's all right. It's unbelievable.
The outside. So big, so...
I've never seen Neil like that.
A personal message from Sam on our viewer. You must be really serious, Alan. Neil might be turned down for perpetual life. Alan, erase that thing. Destroy it now.
All right. All right, if it'll make you feel better. There, erased. No problem.
Sweet dreams.
Only of you?
We'll see about that tomorrow when we play them back. I never dreamed anything like that before. I need to relax.
A 754 should take care of the problem.
I don't think so.
How about a 288?
I mean, no pills. Let's go shopping.
Welcome to the Design 2084 store. How can I help you?
Is there any new clothing in?
No, but we do have a new improved line of service clones.
Hey, yeah. Just looking.
Okay, service clones.
Welcome to the wonderful world of service clones, designed for easy living and easy loving. This grouping is our new, fully programmable line with, of course, full brain inhibition. They may be kept for 2 to 4 years before being recalled for protein processing. May I show you one of our popular 3-year models?
I've never seen that one before.
Yes, this is only a 2-year model, but very popular recently. It only costs 18 allotment points. This one is currently programmed for male attraction engram.
That's quite all right.
What's its proclivity quotient?
10% oral, 80%...
Too bad. Only 10%. Let's see something different.
We also have multi-engram models. Both male and female attraction engrams variable. You can spread your allotment points over several years.
Stop. Transfer me back.
May I help you?
Do you have any new personal appliances?
Why, yes. We have an improved multi-use Love-O-Matic for only one allotment point, and...
That's just what we've been waiting for.
Cheap enough. Just deliver it.
Yes, of course.
Got the deluxe model, hey?
Variety, you learn.
Insertion and operation is easy for one and all.
We better study this diagram carefully.
Just set the dial at the proper setting. For example, 3 to begin with. Be sure to turn the timer to a setting below the maximum safe use time.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I have some very good news for you, Alan. You have been promoted to Commissioner of the FCC.
Thank you, sir. But what about Neil?
Of course. I knew you would ask. Neil has also been promoted. He is now the Secretary of Agriculture. Your console is now cleared for all restricted levels, as well as direct control of the speech machine programs, with which I am sure you are familiar?
Yes, sir.
Very well, then. Tina, your position as Chief of the Mathematical Analysis Group will not be affected. Alan, you have one short speech machine job waiting now. Good luck, and congratulations.
Promoted.
Neil, too.
Here, you go on. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Go on.
Okay, but hurry up.
July 7, 2084. Edit following material. Reduce authoritarian component.
1. Those seeking forbidden information will be punished for mind disease. Forfeiture of perpetual life shall result. 2. It shall be punishable to tamper with the conduit clone controls. 3. Intercourse with conduits is strictly forbidden. Please do not set your view screen for anything except regular programs. And please do not tamper with the conduit clone controls. Such tampering could lead to the development of unwanted personality traits. Interaction with the conduits in other than the prescribed ways should be avoided.
No further work in file.
I have probably been killed. I know you well, and I realize that you may be subject to the same dangerous curiosity that I am. To maintain control, Sam must allow someone, you, to know more than he wishes you to know. Do not let his words deceive you. He is evil. And you will have to choose whether to fight this evil, and in so doing, probably sacrifice perpetual life. Never access restricted level 1 files directly. You were given full clearance as a test. Exhibit no outward curiosity towards these files. Now, I've discovered, of course too late, a way to view these files without being detected. First, you can transfer storage files from databank to databank without arousing suspicion. While doing this transfer, use a divider network and siphon off a small part of the current. This can then be amplified and safely watched. You will not get complete control over what you see, but you will learn that there is a whole other world outside where we will never be allowed to go. That and many other things you would be wise to ignore completely. You have been a dear friend. Destroy this tape immediately.
let's rehearse. Doctor, what can you tell us about recent findings on the ideal age for mind transfer to the conduit clone?
Well, this is the subject of some variation, but the ideal age seems to be about 40.
Now hold it. There's been a switch. Sam is pushing the age down to 35. Also, be a bit more authoritative, okay? Begin.
Right. Recent data indicates that our previous estimates of ideal age were too great. It is now confirmed that age 35 rather than 40 is ideal. Better?
Yes. Let's move forward. Tell me, doctor, why this is the case.
Very simply, the potential of brain-related disorders increases dramatically after biological age 30. And of course, any brain syndrome will not be reversible during transfer. Death, rather than the perpetual life we now enjoy, will be the result.
So basically then, the sooner the better.
Yes, within certain limits.
Okay, very good. But don't forget to stress the importance of early transfer for the first transfer to clone form.
That really isn't the case.
It is the case, doctor.
Yes, of course.
Don't just have sex, make it a game. Let Design 2084 Cosmetics be part of your allure.
You made that commercial. Teach me, darling.
No, it doesn't work without nail polish.
Oh.
Hey, we're gonna miss the program.
Yes, the sooner the transfer, the better. There's a special danger that progressive brain syndrome will occur in non-clone donors. This makes an early first transfer critical.
Why?
Stunningly insightful question.
The most important reason is that clones, which are produced under scientifically controlled conditions, are vastly superior in a biological sense. Further, they have not been subjected to pressures. They are maintained to perfection. In such an organism, most degenerative brain disorders do not occur until a later stage.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Please join us next week when we will speak with an expert on the pleasures we can expect with our new bodies.
Poor people who have to wait a whole week. Alan, what is it? What is it, Alan? Alan, you've got to tell me what's happening.
Tina, I want to tell you.
I know it's forbidden information, but I want to know what you know. I want to do what you do.
But you also want perpetual life. And I want it for you, too.
I want whatever happens to you to happen to me.
Okay. But I'm not sure where to start.
The interview.
Well, I practically had to force the doctor to say the necessary things.
Well, some people are just stupid.
Not stupid, Tina. Afraid.
Are you afraid?
All the time now. Sam has pushed the clone transfer time down to our age.
So? The transfers are only hope to stay alive. This fear is strange. I mean, we've always had whatever we wanted, haven't we?
Let me show you the files.
I don't remember that.
And I definitely don't remember that.
Did all that happen before we can remember?
I don't have any idea. Only bits and pieces come through.
astronauts have chosen to participate in the commercial sperm donor enterprise. However, body cells suitable for cloning have been obtained for the Nonprofit Institute program from such notables as Alan Shepard, the first American in space, Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, and even a Russian, Valentina Tereshkova, the first female astronaut.
This next series is different.
The external controls cannot be inserted until the skull reaches full size. However, the internal filaments must be inserted earlier. At approximately age 12, the vestigial sexual organs of the female are neutralized and the pain module implanted. It's game time! Remember, you lose allotment points if you don't play, and the only way to lose is to quit the game. Now, are you ready? All right. You're about to see gauges which register atmospheric pressure readings in 3 different cubicles. You'll have 3 seconds to select the one in which you are most likely to survive. C is correct, Tina. You two now have 1/10 of an allotment point. Next, we go to atmospheric composition. You will have 3 seconds to choose the gas that will kill you if you don't lower its concentration immediately. A is correct, Tina. All right, you have half an allotment point for today's game. You may therefore bet up to 1/4 of an allotment point on the final bonus question. I will tell you that the question is a difficult ballistics question, but is of a type you haven't encountered before.
We'll bet the 1/4 point.
All right, players. You will have 15 seconds to determine the barrel elevation angle based on being given the projectile weight and the distance the projectile traveled after a standard explosive force.
It's either 15 or 20 degrees.
Can't be 15.
Okay, then it's 20.
That's right, C. Well, that's the end of today's game. You've won an impressive 3/4 of a point. See you for tomorrow's game. Design 2084. We provide the stimulus. You provide the response. Design 2084.
As I was saying, the quality of life is good, in fact, in some ways excellent. However, because there are virtually no natural deaths, population must be controlled through clone processing.
What other observations do you have about our present condition?
There seems to be a serious decline in creativity. There are, in fact, incentives for us to stay within tight boundaries, mentally speaking.
It was cut off.
That was strange.
Sam cut the program off.
I'm very disappointed by your failure to follow instructions. You have a very sensitive job. Think about your career, your obligation to society, your obligation to Tina.
Please, this is my error.
As you should know, the only means of survival here is through control. Lack of control will result in death for all.
Here?
Why do you ask, Alan? Mere curiosity?
Sam was angry that you didn't control the program better. Keep your guest in line.
I hope that's all it was. I really hope so. And I wonder.
Yes?
Never mind.
Alan, we said together. Well, there's something in the tube.
We've got to look.
Creativity pills. A free sample from your Design 2084 store.
I'm going up the tube.
Too many creativity pills.
Yeah.
Where does it go?
To a series of different rooms.
How do you know?
Seen the diagrams.
Alan, I'm coming with you.
No, please. I'm coming right back. And if I don't?
And if you don't, I'm sure I'll hear from Sam that you got a promotion.
Right. I'm coming right back, Tina.
Tina.
Yes?
Alan has mind disease. He is very sick. I am afraid that you may have mind disease also.
What do you mean?
Do not pretend ignorance. Alan is beyond help. You must save yourself from his infection. Now tell me, where is he? Where is Alan?
I don't know.
Where?
I don't know. No.
Tina, what are you doing?
Perhaps I should ask what you're doing. But it doesn't really matter, does it, darling?
Hey! Who are you?
Please, not again.
Where is Alan?
He went up the tube.
Of course. I knew that. That and much more. Now, get up and look at me. So you betray him.
No.
And you will again.
No.
Do you wish that every time he looks on you with passion, that he feels pain as you have felt? Answer me.
No, I don't.
Love will fade quickly when passion is always coupled with pain. He would hate you soon enough.
No. Please.
have mind disease. You're giving it to me. I've told Sam everything. It's best that we don't see each other again.
An incredible delight from Design 2084. Design 2084. We provide the imagination.
there? Please, if you're there, just let me see you. Oh, Alan, it's so good to see you. Please don't judge me until I explain. Sam tortured me, and...
And that's when you decided to betray me.
No. It was horrible, but not then. I said those things for you. He told me he would administer pain to you. Sexual pain every time you felt close to me. He said it would make you hate me. You see, I just couldn't come back to that. Alan, you must believe me. All I've ever wanted was you. I don't care about pills or appliances or perpetual life or anything anymore. I just had to see you, even if I can't touch you.
I found a way outside.
Outside, like Neil showed us?
Much more beautiful. It will be our new home.
Yes.
Alan? Tina? Neil! You're all right! Of course I'm all right. I was promoted.
The story was true.
Of course. It changes what I needed. I was ready to go nuts the last time I saw you.
Well, you were, how do I put it, agitated?
It's like the message capsule I left you. It was just an expression of what I now realize was a fantasy in my own mind. Did you watch it?
No. As a matter of fact, Tina made me destroy it before watching it. I, didn't think it was particularly appropriate to watch anyway either, actually.
Well, that's probably all for the better. Must have been a real test for you, though. A real test.
Tina, why don't you get us some drinks?
No, no drinks for me. Well, plenty of time for that later. But first, you must both undergo the transfer process.
Now.
Now.
Now!
This is exactly where I saw the door to the outside.
I've been expecting you.
You're alive.
No, Tina. Merely a display. A display which can mimic all human emotion. Anger, for instance. There. That simulates the contraction of 6 facial muscles. Or, for instance, compassion.
Why are you playing this game? Why don't you come out and talk to us?
As you wish. I'm sure you'll find this more familiar and personal. The head has many deficiencies. It was superseded long ago. Very long ago.
Come out then. Why don't you come out?
Because he can't. It's true, isn't it? You can't.
Correct. There is no I. You are speaking to the collective wisdom of you and your past colleagues. But you may call it Sam, and it will refer to itself as I for convenience. I will also continue to match my vocal and facial expression to the content of my speech. I have total control.
Control over what?
You ask such good questions, Alan. Control over this world and everything in it. In a sense, I am this world. Control over you, too.
Not anymore.
Like a facial muscle. I am that I am.
Tina!
What happened?
No! If you really controlled her, like you controlled Neil, then you could make her want to help you, want to betray me. But all you can do is hurt her. Use her against her will. Am I right?
Are you so sure she has not betrayed you?
Yes, I'm sure. And if you could have controlled me directly, you would have, but you can't.
I even control your thoughts.
I wish you were a person so that I could make you suffer the way you made Tina suffer.
Aggression, fear, confusion. But let's refine it a bit. Aren't these your thoughts? Accurate enough?
How long have you been doing that? On number 248?
Yes.
What were you thinking then?
Enough.
More than enough.
One more. If you touch those buttons, I'll kill you. And I'll use Tina to do it. There, you see? To fight me is futile. You must now undergo transfer. Then, if you obey, I shall retain you as commissioner of the FCC. I'll let you influence the actions of others. You have the freedom to choose.
In that case, we're going to the outside.
Outside. Oh, yes. Outside. You could do that. Go then.
I don't understand how I could be wrong about the location of the door to the outside.
I can't believe Sam just let us go. I was sure it was going to hurt us. Where shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our hearts. The cities are great and walled up to heaven.
What did you say?
I know. It just came to me. It seemed like the right thing to say. Alan, I'm scared.
Let's get going. There's something strange. It's... Shh. Did you hear that?
No.
Shh. Stay back. There's no room to maneuver in here.
That's it! That's it! Run! Run, you filthy hell! That's it! Where are the bites?
What bites?
Before I drove them off, some of them bit me, but I got a few of them. I got them, Tina. I must have dreamed the whole thing. And the ceiling was this high. What did you say just before all this happened?
I don't know. Something about heaven.
Why did you say that? Huh? Why?
Don't!
Did Sam tell you to say that? Did he tell you when to say it? Yes, he did. I believe you, but that's not it. Sam did tell you to say those strange words, and he probably told you exactly when to say them. That's what made me go crazy here.
When he administered pain after I'd passed out?
Who knows? Maybe when you were plugged into the dream machine. Who knows what else he made you do? Who knows what he made me do?
Alan, are you saying you don't trust me? Do you trust me, Alan?
More than anything else. That is forbidden. Now free, Tina.
That is forbidden. Now free Tina. No.
I believe I will. Whatever we want is ours, wherever we want to go. Speak to me.
What should I say? What should I say?
Tell me, do I need to work manually, or can you get me what I want by vocal command?
Vocal command will do it.
Good. Do I need to see you?
No.
Good. Then show me outside. Show yourself. The first view of the outside was an illusion, wasn't it?
No.
Then the second was an illusion.
No, neither were illusions.
It all depends on time and place, doesn't it?
Exactly.
The first view was part of the surface of the ball of the second view.
Essentially, the ball, as you put it, is the Earth.
Show me the surface of the Earth as it is now.
Insufficient data.
Show me any aspect of the Earth as it is now.
Insufficient data.
Well, then we're...
Congratulations, Alan.
Stop!
You did extremely well in response to a new situation. You took charge. You showed excellent judgment and steadiness of purpose.
You never lost control. This was a test.
Yes. Everything you and Tina have ever done is part of that test. For this, your final test sequence, I created the outside as a reward in a physical and psychological maze. Fear is provided as a stimulus. Some react with courage, while others retreat. Your creativity, intelligence, curiosity, and strength have been carefully measured. Both you and Tina have been very impressive.
We have.
Let me give you some indication of how good your performances were. Here, for instance, is the Alan who showed the most intelligence. Unfortunately, he didn't do so well when faced with defeat. That one actually passed. He was subjected to a more crushing psychological burden than you were. Here's the Alan who wasn't smart enough to tie Tina up, or strong enough to resist. Now, here is a test of Tina for primary leadership function.
Me and Neil.
All in all, both of you have done splendidly, unlike your lookalikes that you stumbled onto, even allowing for the many who destroyed Neil's message capsule without ever viewing it, and the weakest few who turned Neil in. The genetic material has held up perfectly over the millennia.
Millennia?
Yes, thousands of years. You are the 248th Alan and Tina clones to be grown and tested for breakdowns from the stock of deep-frozen clonal cells. Other Alans and Tinas were grown at the same time, of course, to run the tests in batches, to test for different things.
While we wait for the Earth to recover from the destruction we saw in the files.
You grasp the implications immediately. That is good. But you lack data. These tests were established by a man named Alan, a leader, many years ago while this starship still circled above the Earth.
I am this man's clone.
Correct.
And if I'm number, what was it, 248, and you test a few of us at a time, we've been here hundreds, maybe thousands of years.
And for hundreds of years in between each test batch, the ship is completely empty, devoid of all life. Tens and tens of thousands of years in all.
Then what of perpetual life?
A myth.
And mind transfer?
Another myth. The conduits are just another clone batch undergoing tests. To you, they have been substitutes for children. To me, they are simply a group subjected to human rather than mechanical maintenance.
Where are we if we're not still circling the Earth?
On a journey to find a new home. To a star system thousands of light years away. A journey so far that you cannot begin to understand the distance.
Try me.
This is the outside from our present position. Each of these dots is millions of times larger than the Earth, and many millions of times farther away. No one person could make this slow journey. No continuous group of persons could do it. Supplies would give out a tiny fraction of the way. The society would break down even sooner.
Who goes? Who keeps it all going?
Sam does. Sam and his store of frozen clonal cells. Until he takes a few of us out for testing. Then Sam is part of the control.
And what happens when we get where we're going?
If we get there. The training undergone will no longer be a test, nor the outside a starry void. This spaceship will serve as an operations base on the new planet. In preparation for colonizing it, the leaders chosen from among Alan, Tina, Neil, and others will be grown under those conditions determined through testing, which yield the best mixture of intelligence, leadership skills, and ability.
But not us.
Not you. But in a way, you.
Now that we're tested, finished, used up, what happens to us? Are we the protein pills of the next generation?